I'm going to be showing you how to become the most interesting website in town. Here's just a couple of key points before we get started. When it comes to a directory site, regardless of whether you're using Smart Directory AI or you're using some other directory platform, generic directories are forgettable, right? It is a really hard uphill battle trying to get traction with a generic directory. People want a connection to place, story, culture. In the school group, one of our members posted a link to their brand new Smart Directory AI site. They just got their site live. Now you guys can see this site here. I mean, this is a great looking Smart Directory AI site, right? They've got their businesses loaded in, featured business tags, all this stuff. Look at this. This site is completely ready to be prospecting and doing all the things that we do in Smart Directory. And when I saw this link, one of the things that caught my attention was this banner image. By the way, all of you people that have been launching Smart Directory AI sites, you've been picking fantastic banner images. Almost every site I look at has a great banner image. This one in particular, this house, caught my attention, and I made a comment like, hey, I like that house in the banner. And the person said like, look, well, this house is actually a historical site. It's owned by the Historical Society here in Chelmsford, and it was used during season 3 of the series The Crown on Netflix. They actually used this as the American White House from a long time ago. And I think I can show you, do I still have, hold on, let me see. Yeah, I still have this up. Let me pull up this post because there was a couple of interesting things here. And if you're in the school group, you should, maybe you saw this, maybe you didn't. Oh wait, what is the name of that? Highland House. Look, I forgot the name. I said Hayward. The Highland House. Okay, so this was the post that Tim shared, and he had this picture here. This is an old painting of a family that lived in the Highlands house. And Tim, he kind of made a joke that he has this exact picture of him and his daughters in 2025, which I thought was pretty funny. So anyway, when I read this, I immediately saw an opportunity, right? Like, I don't even live in this place, and I found this extremely interesting information. So I thought there's a way we can capitalize on this and really stand out. So I went into ChatGPT and I just put in a simple prompt, which we've kind of refined since then. I'm going to give you the prompts. You guys are going to get all of that stuff. All right. So I put in this prompt and ChatGPT spit out this awesome prospecting email. Look at this subject line. A Netflix star, 3 daughters, and a free listing for... Now it says your business, but I would have HighLevel populate this with their business name. So let's say it's Pete's Plumbing. It would say a Netflix star, 3 daughters, and a free listing for Pete's Plumbing. Now that's an attention-grabbing headline, right? Like that's something a business doesn't see every day. Like what the heck does this and this have to do with that? And then this email that ChatGPT wrote talks about Highland House and the history and the Netflix stuff. And then it ends with the call to action of we're offering free listings on our local business directory. And this is your invite to claim yours. Click here to claim your free listing. See you on the inside. So this prospecting email will really stand out, right? Because it says, look, so why am I telling you this? Because just like Highlands House has deep roots in the community, so does your business, and we want to showcase it. So there's a natural tie-in here, right? So lots of things I love about this type of prospecting email and how you can build out from that. So this training really sparked from this post from Tim. And if you go on this post, you'll see there are, maybe I might have I made another post about this in the school group, but you'll see in this post, lots of people finding things in their area. And I'm going to show you how to do all this, but people posting stuff they found. And because, Scott says first thing, yeah, but I don't have anything in my area. Yes, you do. And I'm going to show you how to find that stuff using AI. So this is really where all of this spawned from, right? So this is what we're going to talk about today, how to build a locally magnetic directory with AI plus stories. So the first thing you're going to want to do this is use what I call the BuzzBuilder Prompt. Okay. Now, again, this is the PDF that all of you guys have. So you'll see this. Ray, that group is in our Insider School community. So if you are a Smart Directory AI subscriber, or if you're an AI Profit Center, or if you're in the 100K club, you have access to the school group. So that is the private school group for members of those products and courses. So if you're a Smart Directory AI member, there's a link in your members area that shows you how to join and all that stuff as well. So, and again, you guys are going to get this PDF with all this stuff as well with these prompts and everything like this, but I want to kind of walk you through this, and then I'm going to show you how to use HighLevel Social Planner to really supercharge this and automate posting and all that kind of stuff. So the BuzzBuilder prompt is, I'm building a local business directory for, and you insert your city. I want to make it stand out using local stories, landmarks, and cultural quirks. Give me, and then you put in what you're looking for. Okay, so here's an example. Input would be your city, Tulsa, Vegas, Kihei, whatever it is. And then your output here would be, give me a list of legends, a list of oddities, a list of hidden gems. These are just some examples. So someone give me a city in the chat and I will go through that. And then we are going to have time at the end of this for Q&A and all that stuff as well. Austin, oh, Jay, you had to say Austin, Texas. As a Sooner fan, man, it pains me, but Austin, Texas is beautiful. I went there for a marketing conference once. It's really great. Okay, we'll do Austin, Texas. Jay, for you. I'm going to buck my Sooner roots and do this for you. So I'm just going to copy this prompt and I'm just gonna paste it into here, and we're gonna substitute the city for Austin, Texas. And then I'm gonna say, give me some, let's do oddities about the area. And I'm just gonna hit submit. And now ChatGPT first is gonna say, oh, Austin is a goldmine of weird, wonderful, and wildly marketable quirks. Keeping Austin weird isn't just a slogan, it's a strategy. That's great. Keeping Austin weird isn't just a slogan, it's a strategy. Use these local oddities and legends to infuse your directory with personality, credibility, and share-worthy charm. So here's a list of things, okay? So Congress Avenue Bidge Bats. Keep Austin weird? I didn't know that was an actual thing. Cathedral of Junk, the Moonlight Towers, Eeyore's birthday party. I mean, look at all these great things here, right? Chicken blank bingo at Little Longhorn Saloon. Oh my goodness. That would look good on an events page for a directory site. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, right? Here's music, culture. And so this is just one prompt. So we could take this and populate this in, right? So, right, like, look, this is, boom. Jay said, oh yes, in fact, it's trademarked. Oh, wow. Interesting. That's good to know. That's a great little lesson there. Make sure when you're doing things with ChatGPT that you're checking and making sure there's things, you know, that you're not running into issues like that. There we go. So here is these lists, right? And now you can convert these items into marketing assets. So these can become homepage headlines, email outreach. You can use these for blog posts, for news posts, section titles like Hidden Gems of Tulsa or Legends of the Strip. Here are some examples, right? And I'm gonna show you how to use HighLevel Social Planner right now to take these ideas and turn them into actual posts and then be able to schedule them basically automated, right? So we're gonna pick one of these and we are going to go with, we're not gonna do Keep Austin Weird. Let's do the Moonlight Towers. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this to my clipboard just because we're gonna use this in a minute, okay? And we're gonna go into HighLevel and I'm gonna show you how to use the Social Planner and AI in HighLevel to quickly build out social media posts that you can then distribute online with this. So here I am in my HighLevel account. All right, so I'm gonna go into the sub account. So I'm gonna go into my HighLevel instruction account because I'm gonna use that for this. How many people on here are familiar with HighLevel Social Planner tool? Jay says use it all the time. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, awesome. Anyone new to the Social Planner tool? You've never used it? Know what it is? Just looks confusing. Jen says nope. Jan says nope. Okay, all right, awesome. I'm gonna show you where it's at, how to use it, all that stuff. So the Social Planner lives in your HighLevel menu on the left-hand side. So again, to just kind of reiterate, anything that you see in this left-hand menu, all of these items are things that are functions of HighLevel. So when you import Smart Directory AI into a sub account, it adds a Smart Directory AI tab down here. Now you'll see this sub account doesn't have that. I don't have a directory in this one, but you'd see Smart Directory AI down here. All of these other things are functions of HighLevel. But because Smart Directory AI is built as a HighLevel app, we're able to use all these functions with Smart Directory AI. So to find the Social Planner, we just go to marketing, and that's the first thing that pops up, Social Planner. So if you've never used the Social Planner before, when you land on this page, it will ask you to connect your various social media platforms. So if you're doing a directory site, my recommendation would be to create a fan page for your directory site. You might want to create an Instagram. Here's all of the socials that the social planner supports at the present time, right? So Facebook, Instagram, you can connect your Google business profile. So if you haven't created a Google business profile for your directory, you can do that and connect it here, and you can publish regularly to your Google business profile directly from the social planner. LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and Pinterest. So these are all of the social platforms that you can publish content in and distribute, and it does it really, really well. And you can even add other communities if you want, okay? But these are the main ones. So now I've already connected a few. You see them in the drop-down menu here. I've connected a Facebook page, a couple Instagram page, a LinkedIn page. But if you want to add a new one, you can just click here and it pulls up the screen to connect. You just click the one you want to connect and it walks you right through how to do it. Super, super simple. Okay, you can also do that up here as well. So let's just talk about this dashboard for a second. So there's a little 3 kind of tab menu up here. This is the planner itself. So I already have a post here. So this post is in draft mode. So that's why you see it here. But you can set date ranges. You can filter your post, by different things. And then anytime you create posts, they'll be here. And this is where you publish them from, right? This tab, content. So if you've imported, you can bulk import posts from a CVS file. And I'm not going to go into how to do that on this training because that's kind of an advanced thing. It's, there's a CSV file. Everything has to be formatted the right way. But I am going to show you, I'll give you a link where HighLevel explains exactly how to do all that. They give you a template. They walk through all of it. So this will show you any reoccurring posts you have. The social planner also has the ability to post reviews. So we'll talk about that as well. It also does RSS. They have a template library. These are posts for approval. So if you're using the social planner for a client, or let's say that you have an outsourcer creating these things for you, they can submit them to you for approval and they won't go live until you approve it. So you can send the post to a client. The client gets an email, says, hey, we need your approval. They approve it. Boom, you're ready to go. You can also do that for someone on your team. They can add the post with your final approval, right? And then there's a category queue. And then this last tab is statistics. So as you start to post and things happen, you'll start to get statistics and you can see here's all. You can also break down statistics by individual platforms and see exactly what's going on where, right? So is everybody with me so far? So Diane says, I use the RSS for my blog. That's awesome. Great. So let's go to make a post. So a couple of other things about this menu real quick. So there's a calendar view and there's list view. Okay, so when you go to calendar view, if you have any posts scheduled, and this is a demo account, so I don't have any posts scheduled, but you'll see whatever posts are scheduled on the calendar when they're going out and all that stuff. And then the list view is right here, right? And it tells you the status, the type, the date, all those things, okay? At the top here, this is their feedback button. This is their settings. So when you click on this, you'll get another menu so you can connect socials from here. You can see what socials are connected, how the length of their validity. You can also go down and, and see various things on this as well, right? If you have communities, they show up in here. Here's Pinterest. You can manage Pinterest accounts. Here's notifications, okay? You can turn on the ones that you want, turn off the ones you don't. Here's categories. You can add a watermark to posts if you want, so people can't copy and use them. And then these are your global settings. There's just a little button, media optimization or optimize required, all that stuff, right? Okay, mainly what you're gonna be doing is just using this to post content. So you're mainly gonna be in this interface and you're gonna be using this big blue button to post content. So when I click that button, you'll see that there are several options from the social planner. So number one, I can just create a new post. So this would be if I have a post already written out, maybe I used I wrote it myself or I use ChatGPT, I can just click create a new post and it will ask me to select the channel I want to post it to. And now I can just fill in the content. Okay. And I have the option to post this as feed, reel, or story. And you'll see on the right-hand side there, when I change the format, it shows me what it's going to look like on Facebook. Okay. And then if I don't want to use this, I can either post, right? Or I can save this for later. But very, very simple, right? You would just write your post here. So if I just want to do this, I'll just use an example. You can also use AI, which I'm going to show you in a minute how to do this. And then you can just save this for later or make it a reoccurring post. Everybody with me there? Yes. Okay. All right. Awesome. So that's just the traditional create a new post. You can also upload from a CSV. Again, I'm not going to go into details on this, but in your PDF, you will see I've got how to set up social planner, creating posts using templates, creating custom posts, connecting more social accounts. These are direct links to the high level training on these things. So it'll show you what to do. You can also find how to do bulk uploads in there as well, but they have a basic format template and an advanced format template. So you can pick either CSV or Microsoft Excel, right? And then you just upload, and this is just a pretty straightforward wizard that walks you through that. Now, there are social planner templates. So if you see on here, there are a lot of templates that you can choose from. So depending on what type of content you're creating, like if you are doing, let's say we want to make a post about, whatever, you can pick any one of these, right? Here's insurance professionals. They have all these different templates that you can use and just fill in your information, right? Okay. And then besides the templates, there is the content AI, right? So this is the one we're going to kind of focus on. So let me just run through these last ones here. If you want to do post a review, you just click that. You select the review source. So right now, the only options are Facebook and Google. You can see I don't have these connected right now, but you'd select the one you want, and then you select how many stars you want. And then you can select what accounts you want it to post to. And then you can do when number of posts, when it should post, all that stuff. And then this wizard walks you through that, right? So this is how you can pull any reviews left on your Google business profile and pull them and distribute them to social media. That's a great service to offer clients as well, right? Look, I can take any reviews that are left on Facebook or Google, and we can distribute those to various platforms. Next up, the RSS posts. Here's where you can create an RSS feed, choose the accounts where you want to publish, right? And it shows you how to do all this as well. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the AI, because I know we're all interested in AI. So we're going to make a post for Facebook using AI. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to click next. There is a thing called brand voice. Now you can see I don't have any selected, but you can create a new brand voice. And so this will just help you define the tone and style for your brand so that you don't have to keep doing that every time you put a prompt into the AI planner, right? If you create a brand voice, you'll be able to just use that brand voice over and over, and it will save you some time on doing the AI, right? Let me go back to the content AI. So we're going to do professional. Let's do friendly. We'll do friendly as our tone. What do we want to share with our Facebook audience and posts? So we want to create, let me see if I have no, I don't have it over here. Okay, so we're going to do something on the Moonlit Towers. So we're going to say, create a post about, if I can type, Austin's Moonlit Towers. I think this is great. So we're going to use this in the next line. So I'm going to X this out. And then I'm going to say, what do we want to achieve with this post? I want to drive any local business owners to my directory site. And then you can put in whatever your directory site is, right? So we'll just say austinlive.com and then use angle to add their business. Use the angle businesses that shine bright, right? I'm gonna have it make 3 variations, and then I'm just gonna click generate. So you can see all I did there was took what I generated with ChatGPT, the idea, and I fed it into the content AI system of HighLevel Social Planner. And then it can make as many as it wants, right? So it's gonna go through here, Yes. So Rebecca, you connect your clients' social accounts to the social planner. So this is why in HighLevel, when you have a client, every client needs their own sub account, because that's how we keep these things separate, and we're able to do that. So when you sign on a client for social media posting, you would give them their own sub account. They would then log into that sub account and connect their social media platforms. That way you can go and post and do these types of things. Okay, so you can see here is a few posts. Now, I mean, there's some formatting that needs to be done here, but did you know Austin is home to the world's last standing moonlight towers? These 165-foot landmarks have illuminated our city since 1894, shining a light on Austin's vibrant history and community pride. Have you ever visited one of these historic towers? Share your experience, snap a photo, blah, 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 blah. I don't like that one. It didn't really do my thing of, oh, here's one. These towers are more than fixtures and are an essential part of Austin's heritage. Curious to learn more? Visit Austin. I don't know why it didn't put in our right thing. Interesting. So anyway, you are gonna have to kind of play with these and edit them around a little, right? But this does give us a little idea. So we will use this one. And if I click continue, you'll see it'll pop this up, and I'm just gonna select this. We're not gonna publish this, but this is too much here. So hold on, let me delete this one. I think I accidentally copied 2 in there. So let's make a space. So we can, as you can see, we can format this, and we see on the right exactly what it's gonna look like. I said our directory site was Austin Live. I don't know why it keeps saying interesting. So I would definitely come down here and work on this last part, right? Help us to spotlight your business, all care for us. So I would maybe change this last part and just say, we want to shine a light on your business. Visit austinlive.com to add your business for free. And then maybe there would be a link there, right? So I would take these out. I might add these down here. Maybe take out Keep Austin Lit, right? So now I can see what this is gonna look like over here, right? So I don't think we need this. I guess we have it in there. There we go. We'll just do that. And then if I want to add an image to this post, I can click this little image icon down here, and I can either add an image from the media library. So if you click on this, there is an extensive media library that comes with HighLevel. Like you can just go to, there's Unsplash, you get free access to any of these images, right? So I could maybe search moonlit towers, Austin. I don't know what those towers actually look like, so I don't know if any of these are any good. I could look on Unsplash, any of these images you can use, right? Or if I want, I can click on this and just use AI to generate an image. So we'll say Austin Moonlight Towers. I'm just gonna click generate. Let's see what it does. So you can see I can use AI to generate an image as well, or I can post an image that I find. The text, that's no good. So yeah, I don't like that. So the text is incoherent. Okay, so I could go back and just generate new content. I'm just gonna take this out. We'll just say Austin Moonlit Towers. We'll generate one. You can set the image down here, by the way, digital art, all these different things that they have. So here's some Moonlit Towers. So I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna say this is good. So here you can see what the post is gonna look like on Facebook. And then again, I can just go in and schedule this post. It pulls up a calendar. I can schedule the exact day and time that I want it to go out. So let's just schedule this for August 31st at 12:44 p.m. This will actually give me some best times to post. So actually, let's do it at 5. We'll do it at 5:30, okay? And then I'm gonna say schedule post, and now that post is scheduled. So one of the great things about this is that AI really makes the posting and scheduling of all this super easy, creating the content, doing all that stuff, right? So here you can see in the calendar view, my post is scheduled down here, and I can either view it, edit it, clone it, or delete it. So I'm gonna delete it because I don't really want this to go out. And that is how we can use AI and the social planner to quickly get posts set up that we can then publish on a scheduled basis for our directory sites or our prospecting methods. So if you're not using our directory site, one of the things you could do is do these from your agency's fan page. Create an agency fan page or a personal fan page, and you could publish these interesting facts about your local business community. So even though you don't have a directory site, you could become the person that's like the curator of all the interesting arcane business knowledge in your area, and you could share that stuff and provide value and really become a resource, right? So that is exactly how we do this. Now, I want to give you guys this PDF that the team put together because this is an awesome PDF. So Cameron or Shushan, if you guys could drop the link to this inside the chat, they're going to drop a link to this, okay? And this has the BuzzBuilder prompt. This also has everything that you're seeing on my screen right now is in the PDF, right? So we talked about Social Planner, how to do it. Now you may say, well, okay, what types of content are good? How can I change this up? Because we don't just want to be posting the same things over and over and over again. So here's some content mix examples that I'll give you. You can do local story highlights. You can do business spotlights. So let's say that there's a company that you put on your directory and there's somebody you want to work with. Well, do a business spotlight profile on them. Publish that from your fan page. Get that information about their business out. You're providing value by sharing their business, right? One of the, I think, key mind shifts here in what we're doing with this directory site is people always worry about selling, like, I gotta sell. The great thing about using the directory model is we don't have to sell. We just have to spotlight. Right? By spotlighting someone else's business, we're leading with value. We're doing all of the things that are going to build trust and authority with them so that we can help them with other marketing services, right? We're leading the way. We're putting the thing out there first. Hey, I don't have any connection with you, but I want to help you out. I want to spotlight your business and do it in these ways. Event tie-ins, those are another great one. Quote graphics for business owners. Did you know posts using quirky facts, right? So here's a little pro tip for you. Batch 4 to 5 buzz posts each week on Sunday and auto schedule for Monday through Friday. So for those of you that don't have a lot of time to run your business on the side, this is really where the power of the social planner and all that stuff comes in, right? So on a Sunday afternoon, it's really easy using AI to set down and create 4 or 5 of these type posts, and then just go into the social planner, copy and paste them in, and schedule them out for the rest of the week. Boom, you're done. You don't have to think about it again. Your business is running on autopilot while you're out there doing other things in your life, right? So here are some tactical tips to become what I call locally famous. So these are 3 simple tactics that you can implement in what you're doing with your directory site. One is create some themed directory sections. Like there is a website here in Vegas that lists the best houses with Christmas lights every Christmas. So they put a list together of the best houses to visit with the most amazing Christmas lights. That lady, who is like a stay-at-home mom here in Vegas, I think it's like a stay-at-home mom Facebook group that does this. That lady made the news last year because of that list of the best sites. So what are things like that you could do? Then let your radio stations and news stations know that you have this awesome content, and you may find yourself on the news talking about the best houses to visit, right? So what are some things like that you could do? Haunted listings, right? Like here's a page with all the best haunted houses in blank area, right? If you live in a town where any movies have been shot, famous film locations, famous landmarks, here's all the famous landmarks here, right? All that kind of stuff. Use this to power your emails and your SMS marketing, right? Use cultural and local hooks and subjects lines. So some examples here for Vegas. I could say what Elvis did to grow, what Elvis did to get the most publicity, or I could tie some type of message about what I do into something that Elvis did, right? I could talk about UFOs because I'm close to Area 51. Anything like that you and your business have in common, right? And then another thing you can do is local love weekly posts with Social Planner. So highlight a biz, tie it into a local story. That's easy shares. That's easy engagement, right? So look around. If you're watching the news and you see that there's a business that's on the news because they're helping do something in your community, take that story and run with it yourself. Let's make a post about it. Let's support that business. Let's let them know we're sharing it, getting the word out, right? All of those things can help, right? Did somebody drop the link to the PDF in the chat? Cameron or
Yes,
Shushan?
I did.
Cameron did. Okay, awesome.
I'll post it again.
Fantastic. Drop that link in there. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find the link to the PDF in the comments, or you can also just like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and me or the team will get you the link as well. Okay. Ryan says, what do you mean by theme directory section? Yes. So Ryan, you would create so with Smart Directory AI, you can create well, here, let me show you. Let me just show you. Let me go to Hawaii Thrive. So you see on our Hawaii Thrive menu, Ryan, how we have, here's services, restaurants to do, places to stay. I could create a business tag here or a subcategory for haunted places. And then whenever someone clicks it, just like this, when they click it, it only shows Maui County restaurants, right? Because we have this business tag, Maui restaurant. I could have a page that would be Maui haunted houses, and I could create a business tag called Maui haunted house and put it on each business that I want to show up on this page. And then when someone came to this menu and clicked that, this page would only show the ones that are Maui haunted houses, right? Lee, what type of nationwide directory are you doing? I need more information. I need to know the subject, right? I need who's the niche? What is your national directory targeting? So Lee says, weed dispensaries. Awesome. Lee, I would be putting in all things about anything weed business related. What is anything going on nationally relating to cannabis dispensaries, changes in the law, anything like that you can share with people, right? You could also, we have here in Vegas, we've got some huge dispensaries, and you could have a page of the biggest dispensaries in the United States, right? That'd be a great article. How big is the biggest dispensary, right? I think people in that market would find that interesting, right? That's something they'd probably talk about with their friends. Oh my God, did you know there's a dispensary in Las Vegas that's freaking gigantic, right? I'd love to go there, that type of thing. Maybe even for them, I think some great things for that business is think about what is that market kind of, I don't know if get made fun for or is kind of known for, doing articles about different snacks. I think that could be a really fun theme that could set somebody apart, right? What are the best snacks after you visit the dispensary, right? Hit the dispensary and then hit your local grocery store. The top 5 snacks to eat after your dispensary visit, right? I think there's all kinds of fun things you could do with stuff like that you could pop into AI and really stand out and be different, right? I am not a dispensary person, so it's kind of funny. I had no idea that's what I was going to be talking about on this call, but there you go. Okay, so let me go back to our PDF here. So I have a challenge and some action steps for all of you that are on this call right now, right? We have a lot of people on this Walkthrough Wednesday call right now. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to ChatGPT. I want you to use that BuzzBuilder prompt, right? And I want you to collect some local stories. Turn it into content, schedule it in the social planner. Just get one thing posted. Let's not, don't go crazy and try to schedule out 90 days worth of content. Let's just get one thing created and posted. Let's just start with that, right? So my challenge to you is run the BuzzBuilder prompt for your area, then create one post and one outreach message from it, schedule the post using the social planner, and then go and post that win in the group. Hey, I got a post scheduled and up. When it goes live, if you get engagement, if people notice it, share those results in the group as well. Okay. Now, the last thing I've done in this PDF for all of you is I created a 7-day Buzz content calendar. So this is just an example of 7 days of content So you can see like some different types of things that you could publish, right? And I use a lot of different examples here. So for instance, day one, this is a did you know post. Did you know Maui's Iao Valley was once the site of one of the most significant battles in Hawaiian history, right? Then it talks about that battle. Here's the image idea, right? So this is your template for systematizing this process with your team. So if you have a team, this is something that you can create a little 7-day post sheet like this and give it to one of your VAs, and they can create these things in Social Planner, or just use this as your guide. Create these in Social Planner, fill this in, and then go add them to Social Planner, right? I meant create this document, then just go copy and paste these into Social Planner. Here's the CTAs. Here's a local legend post. This one's Vegas related, right? Here's a hidden gem spotlight post. Here's a pulp culture hook. And here's a local event tie-in. Here's a locals know fun fact. I think stuff like this is always really great. And then an emotional hook, legacy plus local pride post as well. And then there's upload scheduled on HighPlanner, some suggestions here for things I would do on top of this. So that's your 7 days of Social Planner content examples that you can use. So again, the link is offlinesharks.com/local fame. Right? So it's in the comments. It's also in the description of this YouTube video. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. We'll also send you the link in the comments, me or the team. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe.